Record.
.1%. Out of 160 people that I conducted a survey upon, 68.1% of people did not know what genetic cancer testing is. This raises a problem since genetic cancer testing is fairly new. However, it is crucially important that people get tested. I'm Keshvi Patel, and I'm going to be talking about genetic cancer testing and its importance. There are about 75,000 different genetic tests on the market currently, and it's important for people to know what type of test they're getting and if they even need to get a test. In a survey that I conducted with 160 people, with the audience consisting of high school teenagers, college students, and adults, 68.1% of people said they do not know what genetic cancer testing is. This creates a problem since genetic cancer testing is very new. And yet again, genetic cancer testing is crucially important since a lot of cancers are hereditary. And since cancer is hereditary, it is important that people know, especially if they have cancer in their families, that they do not carry that cancer-causing gene. Out of those 160 people, 66.3% also claim that they believe that there aren't enough resources that give information about genetic cancer testing. This creates another problem since there isn't enough awareness about what genetic cancer testing is, which causes a lack of testing in the science department. Currently, there are 3 resources that are the top 3 that show up when you Google genetic cancer testing. These 3 sources are cancer.org, cancer.gov, and cancer.net. All 3 of these websites contain information about genetic cancer testing, what it is, what it does, how it's done, and why it's important. Although all of this information is useful and needed, it's in complex terminology that the basic 5th grader or basic elementary student, or even some adults that do not have a high literacy score, may not understand. It's important for people like this to have a source of information to get this awareness while also learning about what genetic cancer testing is, what genetics are. All of these websites contain information that is complex. Well, websites are hard to navigate, and also have different websites and different links that link onto this website that can take the reader away into a worldwide rabbit hole of different information. That is why I have created Gen NVIDIA, which is a simplified source of reading. Gen NVIDIA is a source that is simplified enough that the basic 5th grade reader can understand, and yet knowledgeable enough so that it creates an awareness that isn't shallow. Gen NVIDIA is a website that I created using different terminology and different resources that I have collected. This is what the website looks like so far. I have a homepage which just gives a general overview of what genetic cancer testing is, types of different tests, which includes the types of tests that can be involved, such as blood, saliva, or other types of DNA. This tab also includes a section on the different types of cancers that can be tested for, such as breast cancer, brain cancer, and other different cancers that can be genetic. There's also a webpage for the different definitions. I created a definitions page so that different basic medical terminologies can be defined, and that in simple terms, so that people that do read the website and might not understand something can easily click to the definitions tab and get information about the website. There's also a frequently asked questions tab in which I have collected questions from the people surveyed, and answers to those questions. Those questions can be found under the frequently asked questions tab. I have also added my own questions that have been commonly asked to me, and I have added answers to those. This is a QR code for my website. If we would like to go onto that and go explore it for a little bit, we can. This is just to see the website for yourself. To conclude, I would like to first talk about the importance of genetic cancer testing. Genetic cancer testing is very valuable to society. If you don't get tested, there's a common chance that you might be carrying this gene and even in the future pass it on to your children. If you have genetic cancer running through your family, it is especially important to get tested to make sure that you don't carry this gene. Or if you do, you find treatments to solve this cancer faster or easier. Because of this, it is important to bring awareness to genetic cancer testing and its importance. To conclude, I would also like to thank my mentor, Dr. Joseph Frey from UTMB, for guiding me and mentoring me to what genetic cancer testing is and why it's important. Dr. Ray gave me insight on the importance and the real day use of genetic testing and why it's important. I would also like to thank the audience for taking time out of your day to listen to me talk about genetic cancer testing and why it's important. Thank you.